Hello everybody, how are everyone doing? I didn't even understand what I said. What's this? Okay. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Just a quick audio check. Barely hear that. Over this damned music? Whatever. Anyway, we're back. More of this. How's everyone doing? Ah! Alright. See if we can pull up the stream manager. There you go. Alright. Good. Good. Alright. Let's start. Last time we came across... There was some weird despair sickness going around. And in the midst of all of that, both Hiyoko, and Ibuki were killed. Well, according to what we've seen, it seems like Ibuki killed herself. Anyway, so damn hot in here. Hate being hot. It's weird. Alright, Monokuma file. Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death is blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. Why did the killer kill two people? I mean, right now it looks like a murder-suicide. The more clues you'll leave, right? I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or is there a reason they had to kill two people? Reason for killing two people? I mean, shouldn't it be obvious that, like, I'm surprised the first thing they haven't gone for is murder-suicide.
I'll definitely find out. I think.
Oh, and it's sounding catchphrase. Alright, let's see. Sonia, what do you got?
Something like this.
Sorry, at the same time, I cannot believe it.
Oh, cool.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko, it looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Ah, such a tragedy. Actually, the definition of a never mind.
So just as I thought.
Mikan, what do you got? He's after leaving Nike's room, went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. I was watching how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient's room and noticed that Ibuki was gone. Ah, you're resting in the lobby. Long story, but one you should tell them. Come on, Hajime, just fucking tell her. I think again later, I'll tell you what I know. It's my life at least. She needs to have a little bit more confidence in herself, man. She's a really helpful person in this story. She's literally the coroner. We didn't get to have that in Danganronpa 1. We had Kyoko, technically, but eh. What happened to not doubting me? You okay? You still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but the thing about Nekomaru is it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. I don't know how you can be attracted to Nekomaru. All he talks about is shitting. It's all he talks about.
Damn right. Huh?
It's broken.
Like,
A really big clue? Oh, it is big clue. Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. You know, in hindsight, in retrospect, that might not have been a great thing for him to do, considering his wounds.
I get it.
They're designed to be pushed open. This is the shape of the handle. The stick was used to bar the door here. Well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? Yeah. A drumstick was used? Honestly? Really?
Huh?
Guys, are you idiots? Like, I know it might not actually be a murder-suicide, but they're not even considering it for a second.
Like, I get it. Damn it.
I've listened to the whole.
You're discussing Shaki. That was a cool. It's kind of a cool entrance.
Well, see?
There's a red glob where the right and left door touch. See? Glue? Let's confirm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Jelly? Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. I mean, this thing may be glob, but that doesn't mean it was glob from the start. For instance, originally they got that hard into this. To apply it directly and smoothly to the gaps of the door. I thought it tastes nasty. Well, thank you for your analysis, Chiaki. Gundam! What are you up to? Of my power, the eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this? You stupid fool, I cannot believe you haven't noticed that aberrant thing. Wait, what? The reason their heads for fear of dying to be sky. I'm not seeing anything. Candle. Poor Ibuki. Oh, she's sick. There's blood on her feet. Interesting. Which means she might have stepped in Hiyoko's blood.
Damn right.
You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. Died right after. Does that mean she committed suicide? Yeah! They really have to. They really gotta be stupid sometimes. This isn't just a normal bag. Wait, what? Ah, a Monomi decal. I don't care what you think, Nagito! Any rope? Yeah, there's a tame from the supermarket. Did the killer bring it from there? How long was Ibuki out? Like, we don't exactly have an account for that.
hey!
No doubt Ibuki's caught us being hanged by this rope, right? No other external injuries, so there are no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
You're right, yep, got it. There's some blood on it. Blood on the side.
See?
Which means she also had blood on her hands as well.
Yep.
Some thoughtful conversation was silently staring at the stage floor. I think this is a new one. I don't think I've ever seen her like this. A drop on the floor there? Nope, it's just dirty.
Hey, hey.
See, take a close look at the floor. Ah! Bloodstain.
Yep. But still,
Why did the killer try to hide it?
so...
They were trying to hide it. They wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. Okay. Smudge on the floor. God, always love the fucking investigation music, man. Hey, Hyoko. You're sitting against a pillar on the side of the stage. Wrapped against a pillar with duct tape, and she looked like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? Well, his shovel also his sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this? Okay, so oh right, Hiroku wasn't there. That's why it might not be a murder-suicide. We're at 10 minutes. Is it really possible the killer killed Kyoko and taped her for this short amount of time? Then Ibuki just went up and just killed her. But that was Ibuki killing herself. We saw it on screen. Unless some wild shit happened.
Hey! Now.
What do you need help with?
Actually. Huh? Why?
There's no problem now that she's dead. Ask Chiaki to do it. Ugh, I guess Akane could do it.
Hey.
Something inside Hyoko's kimono. So can you feel around for that?
What?
That's our Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Now then.
It really reaches my hand. Hold on.
Yo!
Key!
Perhaps. But isn't that right?
Hyoka had with her all along. We should check her room.
Hey.
You know the condition Hyoka's body, right?
Well,
Strangest? I with that duct tape, it's almost like they're trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Yeah. And then after her throat was slit, the body was the area, the surrounding area basically had blood. Excuse me. I mean, yeah, no, they used the candle for lighting.
so you have.
Just average item. Oh,
I can go by 4 dark devas of destruction.
go Mirage Golden Hawk Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight. What? Running around the stacks of paper in rapid circles. Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark devils of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form.
Fine. That was close.
Oh, that reminds me. How's Shatimi doing? Shatimi's doing good. When is she gonna stop being Shatimi? Curtain.
Huh?
What's strange is that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. They really have everything in that fucking supermarket, don't they?
So...
Jackie?
Hmm.
Right after that, this can be considered a suicide. It can't be impossible. I mean, if we just did that, then Hyoko's death afterward was no explanation. Yeah, that's actually pretty... Didn't think about that, but... AC control panel, if you haven't known. There we go. We can now leave. Yeah, investigate in there. Could be important. Oh, hey. Hi, Nagito.
Hey. But man,
they're saying is not making any sense. Hajime, still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information.
How mean. Damn it.
No, look at this case this time.
Hey.
Got feeling at the movie theater. Interesting. Okay, so we got some things. Okay. This edge of the wallpaper looks a little torn. What does this mean? Alright, that's it for the storage room. Thick black wire is pulled up on the lower. So it looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the side of this wallpaper and this edge of the wallpaper. Looks a little torn. What does this mean? We do see a lot of the. Oh yeah, a bunch of that wallpaper on the pillars. Still. Oh, right. This.
I see.
Yep.
This too must be the
Oh, does that play here? What do you mean? Even if they know they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate it. Like, couldn't even murder in front of camera. I think what we saw was like some kind of way to think, oh, Ibuki did the murder, but she killed herself too. Right, hi Mikan. It's been very inconclusive. That's not my fault, this means he's just too hot. See, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If the body's ever exposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death. Using him to cover up the time of death? As long as I saw it, it should be clear that what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as there's an imitation murder, this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the orders of the murders.
Huh? See?
Let's hear an imitation of that movie.
good instincts.
Do you have a minute?
This too must be the
What movie?
causality.
And I'm real cautious fellow, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing skill chart, the same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh? Yep.
While killing everyone at once is okay, the Blackened will be able to secure an easy victory, right? The Zero will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains!
Perhaps.
Let's kill it once. What happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. I mean, at 2 killers, that's the same point. And we can only vote for 1 person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person would could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about the case where there's 3 instances of them too, or 4 instances overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make sure something like that never happens.
Hey.
Meaning 2 can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that it applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Alright, fine. That's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should have just shut up and go back to my cave.
Yep.
Fine. your powerlessness.
You also imitation murder breakthrough. You haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So,
Said that movie. No, I haven't seen the fucking movie. I'm just asking invitation tickets. Then the invitation is, of course, it's an invitation of that movie.
well,
Oh, it's an immersion assignment. Closely resembles that movie as if they were copying it.
you...
Great, now I need to go watch a fucking movie.
hmm. You are right.
What are you gonna do, Kane? Oh, so this ain't like me at all. What, just getting horny for fucking shit, man?
You got it wrong!
He's just, like, Nekomaru's a respectful guy. He just talks about shit too much, and it kind of annoys me. Poor Hiyoko Nobuki. As much as I hated Hiyoko, because she was kind of annoying and, like, also a psychopath. I didn't want her to die. Teru, I kind of wanted to die. I didn't mind that one that much.
Hello there.
What movies are the same? Oh, I know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
You really should watch the movie first.
Hey!
Did you call me? What? What are you gonna do?
If that's what Tsundere Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy.
Huh?
Listen up!
Don't worry about the sticker. It's not important. Sticker is stupid.
That's...
Don't worry about the sticker. Don't worry about it. And you're still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just try and give me an invitation ticket. You're gonna give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. Or you stamp today's date onto the ticket so you won't be able to cheat.
Look forward to it, okay?
Hey,
Yeah, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Why? Okay, I guess there'd be some kind of evidence.
No. Are you sure?
Hated by boy bears too.
impossible.
I can't believe you bought that thing and you paid $1.5 million for it too. But even you said you should have just settled with the money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. Do I go back in?
I don't.
Okay, what? Do you want to just keep talking, Nagito?
So,
Ah, yes, the bag. That, oh, right, okay. Where the hemp bag was. Only one person can have it.
what's this? Too bad.
Who'd you tell to? Yeah, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that would reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it. I remember you said there's only one because it's limited item, right? It's not limited one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? You buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Chobaba Shiba Babu.
Well now. Now then. I can't wait!
Just to make sure I got that one right. So, it's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently, you can get another bag for free when you purchase it. So, there's 2 bags. Alright. Apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous instructor Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduces American audience to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. Oh, that sounds so half-assed. Alright.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Wow. Jesus.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military
This sounds like Johnny Young Bosch.
and was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself.
Jesus.
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi. And in the end, he somehow used
Was that supposed? That was supposed to be Monomi, right? Like Monomi, like a wizard Monomi.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after.
That was a horrible movie.
The end.
Stupid movie. It was really bad. Could use some more violence, I think. 2 box stitches, 1 for each head. And then let's meet again at the class trial. Goodbye, bye bye. That's all I can say to describe the situation. That was horrible. I want my money back. That's honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it okay to even call that a movie? I think it's that movie now, you know, right? Yeah, just like you said, the characters killed in the movie match the victims in this case. That's just the lions, that's too. But it was also sliced. But just wasn't pumped full of arrows. Alright, we're going to the motel. There's a motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. I have to just ask someone. Well, you would know. Same time when I found it with you guys, the body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there's no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. Met up with Chiaki at this motel when we were about to go back to the music venue. It's Mikan and me. It was one door for some reason. So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's about it. Body! Yeah! Gundam Minomi.
I see.
Hazushi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Hibuki bodies and when we broke down the door, right? Obviously, those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi, too. Mori Kumanase woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. Saw Mikon panicking in front of the hospital, I asked her what was going on, she said Buki disappeared. So, you guys split up and looked for Buki, right? Huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the hotel and saw you guys there. See anyone else while you circled the island? No, we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Buki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you planning on having an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mika and I were on our own looking for Buki wasn't very long.
Huh? Jeez.
You doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. Jeez, okay. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Got for Hika's account. Gundam! You!
So
You think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. What was Hika saying?
listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. What the hell's... what? How does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Which one was it? Hyoko's room. You have the key! So go in there. Okay. Oh! Sonya!
Oh my.
Huh? Did the door open? It was the King Kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. Did something happen? What do you mean your fault? Sonya? Sonya?
However,
This is not the only reason she left Christmas Rune. She had another reason. Well, the reason couldn't make her
perhaps.
her kimono.
Um,
And since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Coming struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she cannot tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
Right.
Well, it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. I remember kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. Aw.
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
The venue.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health. It cannot be.
Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked herself and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. Can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening to your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. In this case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. From what I've heard of this case, this is like, people consider this to be the worst case of Danganronpa 2 and possibly the entire franchise. So I do wonder why. I see you! I can see you peeking out! A Monokuma. Grab it. I've been found!
However,
Not get it right no matter how many times you tried, my hero still kindly taught her the basics. I think that's all we'll need, but we can always search these. Not abducted in her sleep. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good here. We're fine here. Okay. One more place to check. That's the hospital. Kazuichi?
Hey,
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from the shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. If there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too? No, that's impossible. Usually surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed by the hospital monitor. Video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. If I left it like that, we wouldn't be able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. It manages to broadcast based on a specific number, so even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it. However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to use it.
well,
Okay. What's there? Okay, oh yeah, we can investigate this. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're kind of up on 1 hour. We'll be taking a break there, just to, you know, stretch and all.
Hajime.
We at the music venue, right? Why'd you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with the camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the fans camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey,
Yeah, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music exchange. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. The whole display was pretty dark because they were just using a candlelight. There's rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there's a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder. Wait, no, that's not Ibuki. That's not Ibuki. Ibuki had her hair showing. And bumps on the chest. You know, because of her chest. So, yeah, her hair isn't showing. So, I don't think that's Ibuki, actually.
Man.
I don't think Ibuki committed suicide.
well,
I think it was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You know, it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself, so you rushed over to music and you tried to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide. What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? I don't know about that.
You.
Unless it's just not important, but I think it might be important that we can't see her hair. Oh, hey Connie, how you doing?
now then.
I get back to my normal self. Audrey, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks, she was better when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She knew if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but Hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Please don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. Looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. Yeah, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito is wearing. If I had no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's unisex size, so I should probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser.
Like,
That's on Dilly Dally. Totally left Mikon back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back. I think Ibuki was in room 2? Ibuki's in room 1. Room 3? Room 4. That's Fuyuhiko's room. Doesn't matter. Alright, up we go. Hold on. Nope, no Shitimi. Switch off, can't see a thing. Where's the switch? Don't turn on, huh? Jack, are you there? You turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. Well, what's fully exposed? Katherine, if you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes. Bummer. Troll fail. Then you finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of a curtain being drawn. Yeah, I saw Chica had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what? The curtains in this house are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they're probably careful about light shining through. See? A black curtain that blocks light is and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, something wrong with it? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? That bit about being embarrassing if I look and a troll fail.
nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yeah, she's not upset. Why is she acting so childish? Okay, that's it. We're good.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
And now's not time to be coward. The reason that Ibuki and Hyoka became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I have to do is go. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely looking more like a murder now. No, there wasn't a suicide. If that wasn't actually Ibuki, which would kind of make sense. Oh yeah. Yeah, Monokuma Rock. Wow, there's so few of us left now. It gets so weird not seeing as many characters anymore. But alright, he's just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells. Our brain works just fine! Okay, what'd you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? It sounds like he died! Sounds like you say? Oops! Anyway, since Nekomaru's unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent. Now then, I gotta go first.
Hey, huh?
Yeah, there's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Yeah, there's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
It's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about
Who
it?
knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What
What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Yep, let's just go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, time to snap Monokuma's neck.
Jeez.
Saying stupid things that'll just make it even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good.
Hey. Well?
A murder most foul. Yeah, you're fine, Mikan.
I'm gonna do it!
What are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already.
This is bad. Ah.
Fine. Let's make history.
Is he creepier than usual? He's usually pretty creepy. Alright. Notice our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller, but I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. Everyone's inside Monica Rock. Again, it's seek the scent as usual. But nobody said a word. We stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, and the other was something deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Now we're here. So, medieval castle? These seats. Well, the people got killed at the same time. Nekomaru's not here either. They're really not participating. If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother? What? Now then, let's begin. It's time. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. Okay, I've heard this one's pretty wacky, but I guess we'll have to see for ourselves. But yeah, you can obviously see Ibuki's hair on her gown. But we didn't see that hair in the side profile view when she was walking up towards the stepladder. Maybe just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. Yesterday killed us, he was among us. Walworth. So unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to accept Among Us. Hi, Specs. Welcome. Like, for a friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third class trial is about to open. I'm so glad they finally got... They didn't keep going with, like, this deadly class trial thing that happened in the first game, because that one got kind of annoying after a while. Alright. Do we have any new skills? I don't think we do. I haven't really been talking with too many. I mean, I've been talking to people. I talk with Ibuki, but she's dead now. The imposters among us. All right, it's getting pretty close to an hour, so I think this is a good place to take a small break. I know some people just got here, but don't worry, we'll be right back to it soon. I just want to take a break so we can stand, stretch, get a snack, go to the bathroom, all that shit. So I'm gonna run an ad, and we will return soon after. So, see you guys in a bit. We have returned. Ah. Alright. Everyone get what they needed to? This might be a long one. I brought myself a candy. I brought myself a candy. I like the sour candy that is the warheads. I like sour candy that I got an entire box of these things. Like an entire like plastic jar's worth. About, let's see, that's like 240 pieces in that box. So. Oh, hey, North. Let me just get this candy out. Come on. Fuck it. How are you doing, North? Yeah, this is probably gonna be a pretty wacky case, so there's gonna be some shenanigans, I assume. Alright. With despair. Working on some stuff? Well, though. Okay, that's good. That does remind me. I want to make a starting up screen, and I want you to make it. And we'll keep going with this.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive...
Oh, now the pictures are like at the heights. They weren't like that in the first game, but they were like that in the anime of the first game. Where the pictures of the dead are like attuned to the height.
Who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway,
Yeah.
we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
Right.
When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and
Yeah,
a bag
you
on
can't
their
see
head,
her hair.
climbing a stepladder.
That can't be Ibuki.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do,
Shut up,
Hajime?
Nagito.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought, but the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
I don't think so.
Immediately led them to the music venue.
I don't
The
think
door wasn't
that's...
open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
I don't care.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Motherfucker.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if
You're the worst, Nagito!
saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Fucking... Alright, what do we got? Let's see what we got.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Ah! There it is. That's why.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
Hajime's... then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also
Also, I don't think I can. After all,
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously, because he's
Did Hajime kill both of them?
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Don't.
No, that's wrong.
I never watched the movie until afterwards. And you know I didn't.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Fuck you, asshole.
Huh?
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Hajime had never watched that movie. His
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, Nagito.
Each person only
So he
received
purposely
one ticket,
fucking did this.
and they're
God
marked
damn
with
it.
a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
The
Which
worst.
means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
This is why we just should ignore anything Nagito ever fucking says.
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
Shut up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really
Ah.
important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
I don't think so.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
The wallpaper.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know.
Nagito, shut up.
Haru.
No.
Me too.
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
You ever signed music review? You obviously think so, but is that really it? Alright.
killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they
Yeah,
tried
no, they
to
did.
keep us from getting in.
Yes.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Yes.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay. That person to mark constitutes I should be able to prove that with the evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer waited till we gathered to and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
Oh, locking.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a...
Oh, fuck off.
Waited till we get... And suddenly...
So they look like they... I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use...
Oh, fuck off, dude.
And suddenly...
So they look like they... I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music. By locking the door, they tried to keep...
It seems they were
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt
Are
to
you
lock the door.
kidding me?
By doing that,
I just want to grab the broken drumstick and use it.
So they look like
This better actually be the right thing.
crime dramas.
The fact that it's actually, like, getting in front of everything and making it really hard for me to grab anything.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
the lock was on the floor and...
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Grab it.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing
What
that,
did they want me to fucking do?
waited till we get... And suddenly...
So they look like... I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to
There's no time. There's no way. There's no way I could grab that.
The killer who...
There's no way. There's just no way. That is, like, actually impossible. Okay,
Waited till we get... And suddenly...
So they look like they... I have seen this in serial...
There's literally no way to grab that in time. With the fucking white noise.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking...
Fuck it, time up. I'm changing the difficulty. This is stupid. Like, genuinely not fun. It is just being frustrating. Alright. The white noise just gets frustrating now.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that it...
That would also... I don't think I can... After all, Hajime's the only...
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the bodies were imitated means it
No.
probably is Hajime's fault.
Even without the white noise, it gets frustrating.
Then the fact that it...
That would also... I don't think I can... After all...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously, because
Did Hajime kill both of them?
the fact that the bodies...
You on to the bit where the god appears and destroys the whole island? No. Obviously not. If that is an actual thing. Did you just spoil a game for me? Like, even as a joke, did you just honestly do that?
means it probably is Hajime's fault. Hajime's testimony...
Hajime's... Then the fact that it...
That would also...
That better be a fucking joke.
After all...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the bodies were imitating... No, that's wrong. I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Well, Sonic Boy, what do you have to say about that?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation...
Specs, you there?
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use
Oh,
the
right,
key
can I do
to
that?
lock
But
the
still,
door.
I don't want to play with the white noise.
By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we got, and suddenly it...
So they look like... I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was
Do I
still
use the
inside
glob?
music venue. By locking the door from the inside...
There.
No, that's wrong.
Specs, are you there? Specs off streaming now.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
Yeah, he's streaming.
From the outside.
Alright, I guess I'll just do it myself then.
It's a semi-transparent set to the
Sonic Boy, I am just gonna do it now. You can send me,
Semi-transparent glob. Like...
say if that's a joke. If it's not, then I'm just gonna ban you. Like, honestly, that's not cool. It was glue.
I see. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue. I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only
Even as a fucking joke.
both doors touched.
I don't want, like, joke spoilers either.
Pouring it in
Just none of that.
the closed door.
That's not cool.
The door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Chiaki eats glue.
If you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
See, Monami gets it.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Ah, yes, the wallpaper.
Scrap of paper.
That's not just a scrap paper, that's part of the wallpaper.
Ton lighting at
The one that had all the stickers on them. I believe. Let's just take a look at our evidence again. I think the wallpaper is on there. Is it? Not? Yeah, no, that's the wallpaper. It's just wallpaper. We gotta figure out what it is. It's wallpaper. Wallpaper. Damn. Ah, damn. Ah, damn. Ah, damn. Shouldn't have done that. I think we're good. Oh no, P. Oh no! My credibility because some letters hit each other. That's stupid. They shouldn't collide just outside of like how am I supposed to guess that? Huh? That was an accident. That was a misclick. Wallpaper. I think everyone needs to just calm down. Oh, come on! Paper. Damn, dude. God, no! No! Damn! Even without all this, it's kind of annoying. I need an E. Need an E. Give me an E. Where's the E? Give me the E. Give me the E. Come on, give me the E. There it is. Done.
I got it!
Yeah, it's wallpaper.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
Right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting and the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
Thanks, Nagata.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper. And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearance?
I think Hyoko's body was always there.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer this.
Shut up, Nagito.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
And Battalion is part of that wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? Yeah, I think it was used to hide the body. Oh, we're doing... What we're doing now? Logic dive. Okay. New and improved. Ah. Alright, let's see. So why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear? It was brought there. It was hidden. I think it was hidden. Hidden by the wallpaper. Speed! Give me that speed! Once we're finished with this, I'm gonna go on 14, but I think I'll just raid specs at that point. They used the wallpaper. Yeah, do a flip, a little Christ there. Oh, Jesus Christ! It scared me. Whee! Woohoo! Woohoo! Yippee! How did the killer hide a body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Yeah, no, they covered the pillar. Yippee! Wahoo! Yahoo! Yippee! Yippa! Wappa! Got it. We nailed it! Fucking nailed it, dude.
It's all coming together. I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
The pillar?
Yeah. By wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar...
We could probably track that wallpaper and find blood on it.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper, and because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off, since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But
What?
is that?
What is it?
Kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Moss?
Moss balls. I just enjoy looking at them.
Moss balls?
There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches
What?
the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It also kind of matches the Tin Man.
Both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was...
Because the slicing, you see.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated two mixes in that movie, I'll explain it now. Mix up the killing order.
I see. The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Yeah.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid.
Thank you, Gundam.
The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
You're the one that agreed with me.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not
Weirdo.
even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Why are we talking like this?
Even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to
What the
try to
fuck's going on right now?
adequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
What the fuck's going on?
You're one to talk.
I'm just gonna talk in circles. Yeah, okay. Come on, let's do this. I'm guessing the bloody... Blood on the souls, there it is. Glock, 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 glock.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Yes.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
I mean,
Her feet were on the floor. Was there any sign she stepped on something?
yep.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. it's always funny. It's just two people smiling. Consent.
Sonia said Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
That is right. I think it is Hiyoko's blood.
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck.
Ibuki was rather accepting of everything due to her despair disease, so I think she was just asked to kill herself, maybe. Maybe that was her in a bit.
Still screaming when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
But, like, her hair wasn't in the video.
Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko
And that seems like the kind of small detail they would point out.
Don't underestimate the power of
Oh,
the evil eye.
god damn it.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened.
Is it Gundam? Did Gundam do it?
It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts.
But he has an alibi.
You better entertain me to the fullest.
Alright.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet will... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
Advance.
Ibuki's body has no open wounds. There's no doubt that that blood is Hyoko's.
Hyoko was taped to the pillar, yes, but it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the... You should feel proud. It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
What? What?
Damn it!
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hyoko... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Boom!
Allow me to cut through those words.
So stupid.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that at all!
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Being weird, Gundam. But then again, he's always weird.
Regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Ah, wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Eh.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
How?
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime
Okay.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad.
Well, glad?
I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Which is Kazuichi and Sonia.
Issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Thanks, Sonia. Alright. I don't think it's Sonia.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Yeah.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
Let's just look at all these before we,
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
I think we're gonna be using Sonia's.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease,
Rika's account is... That's not a really good alibi.
if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
And what about the...
Right before the I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed.
That's not.
Aside from those if nobody has an alibi, then
No, not that. Okay, that's stupid. Okay. I don't know why I picked that one. I think we're gonna be agreeing with
We can exclude
Fuyuhiko
the
at this
sick
point.
people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the...
Right before the... I was totally asleep.
I think everyone...
So everyone... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own
No?
cottage.
Okay. Bad. Okay, bad.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the other?
Alright, let's look at Sonia's account again. Is it her thinking... Oh yeah, the... Kimono.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So every... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed... That's
I don't think the college...
If nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
We can exclude the sick people like me.
And what about...
Right before the...
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
No. Okay. I gotta... What am I missing?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
And what about the...
Right before the... I was totally asleep.
I think everyone...
So everyone is... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
What was supposed to happen before and during the morning announcement? Person doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick...
I mean, it'd be...
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
Wait. Was this Hajime the whole time? After the check, everyone realized that Ibuki had disappeared. So yes, Akane and Nagito were there. She already seen them when Ibuki had disappeared. She rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki. She apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. I'm just being a dumbass, aren't I? There's something really obvious here.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
I already did that. That's tough.
Crap! We can...
And what about the...
Right before the... I was totally asleep.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not.
aside from those, if nobody has an alibi, then
Damn it. I don't know what to do.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Fuyuhiko's is kinda... shaky, but I don't think it's Fuyuhiko. Let's see, but they checked for Ibuki. They were only separated for a short time. I'm gonna use this one on the Sonya one. I don't think it's true, but
So everyone who stayed... What about you?
I
was supposed to be.
That's not.
aside from those, if nobody has an alibi, then
Crap!
well,
We can
Mikon has an alibi. Let's try that one.
And what about the...
Right before the... I was totally asleep.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed...
That's not.
aside from those, if nobody has an alibi,
There.
No, that's wrong.
I just need to stop and think about it for just a fucking second.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Well, first of all, there's me.
In fact, Mikon and I both have alibis.
alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
We didn't fuck.
That's the case. The killer must be.
We
someone
didn't do
else.
anything. It's
better
not true.
like that.
I'm a virgin.
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Yeah. I'm a
Maybe
virgin.
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
I never really cared how you feel,
I
Nagito.
think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Did they? Why? Killer had a different reason. Okay. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Is that a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? Ah, okay. We're getting into the mid. We're getting there. Why, hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today. Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. Oh, what? What's that? Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. So show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. It's already read out, so please make your appeal simple. 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'd just be a boring appeal. Come on, if you feel successful, there might be a merchandise opportunity heading your way. And then Usami, magical milk girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment.
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Alright. Back to it. Hunker down.
I'm Monami. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! We cannot deal with it. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Good advice, actually. Just gonna do that. How's my pet doing? Huh? Is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Because you can't kill more than 2 people.
It's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Yeah, I agree with Kazuichi for once.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling
Yeah, it was pinned by arrows, so it doesn't really make
the lion
sense.
was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but
They were trying to kill Ibuki, and then Hyoko came in.
Not just the poor imitation. There are also
Because she was gonna try and tie her kimono.
Strange details. Like what?
like, for example, why did Hyoko
Sonia.
go to the music venue?
Sonia's account. Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? We know that!
You're saying the truth.
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost.
why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
We know why.
The killer sub.
If that's not it.
Wait, was Phoenix in the library with the rope? Yeah, no, it was with the candlestick. I bashed her. Hey, Totem, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy yourself.
She got abducted by the killer.
No, she went there of her own volition. She knows why.
She went of her own free will.
Yep.
She was guided by the will of causality.
What? The fuck are you talking about? How you doing? Totem? To the music venue first.
Why did Hyoko...
It was obviously Colonel Mustard,
Maybe the killer summoned her.
or the cat, whatever his name was, from Clue.
Maybe she got abducted by the.
No, she went of her own free will.
Yeah, because of the key. She had her key. Unset! Because of the key. Doing good? That's good. I'm glad.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
To tie her
Hyoko
sash.
locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the discovery.
Not just that.
You know?
Not just that.
I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
Hungry Lope said I bought new things for editing and it's just giving me issues. Ah, that's the worst.
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
I got a new capture card recently because, you know, the Elgato is just being weird. It gets weird. But turned out it doesn't do HDR, so it kind of just ruins the point.
Right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Because I wanted to keep HDR in my TV while the
The
stream was
killers
still
hid
like
her
that.
room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious.
I don't think they've ever done like the fractal XMP file. What?
Otherwise, there's no
XMP
reason
file, I've seen those around.
he finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move.
Oh no, Connor, come on. Yeah, I gotta get back into editing. I want to make a video about Far Lone Sails, because I played it and I just want to talk about it. But, I'm lazy. If you're like an older generation looking for answers on YouTube, I wouldn't say it has anything with being old, man. It's not about that. You know, just they make new things and we just have to learn. Alright, time to slash. Get Sonya's count.
Was locked inside her room. She definitely got abducted. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room.
Nope.
Forcibly abducted
Nope.
her.
Nope, 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 nope,
The
nope.
girl is so small and weak looking.
Wrong, wrong.
That's why the
Nope,
killer
wrong, nope, wrong. Slash, wrong, wrong. Stupid.
But Hiyoko's room was locked.
Ratio, L,
She was
take this out,
inside her kimono, remember?
plus
You
Urigen.
argued that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door.
Wrong, no, no, wrong,
So
no,
what if
no,
the key was
slash,
in
slash,
the
just
kimono?
switch.
Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Wrong.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try
Wrong,
remembering
wrong, wrong,
her
wrong.
kimono was all messed up.
Oh, damn. Oh, kimono's all messed up. Yeah, Sonya's account wanted to do with that.
Hold on. Try
What do you mean
remembering
What do you mean Sonya's account has nothing to do with that?
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
No.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Got it.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
That's right.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that
Big booby, skirt, hair, and bad temperament. Why are you targeting me? Yeah, she's just an aggressive woman, but she's cool.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my
Why are you so horny with some of the punishments you want?
Now's your chance. Make her admit
Kazuichi?
or better yet,
Kazuichi,
do a little
go away. I don't like you, Kazuichi. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonya, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonya, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
What the fuck's wrong with you, Soda?
Kazuichi.
I like your reaction to it. I'll give her the punishment check back with me and two business days.
Generate your clothes. Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
This is kind of a messy case.
My sake.
Oh, that smells good. My dad popping popcorn?
Already overlooked no
Or is he
less
roasting more almonds?
opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
That's right.
When she went to the venue by herself...
Oh no, it's Mr. Manhattan! He's the murderer!
...from the crime scene.
Aw, poor
She
Kyoko.
was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the
Oh yeah,
killer
thanks for the
was
compliment on the
wearing
writing part. Yeah, no, those were some really good poems, man.
The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head.
They were poems, right? Just to make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was fine. Aw, poor girl. Yeah, no, those were some good poems. I actually really like them. I can't really make good poems myself.
Or use that coincidence for their
Maybe I
crime.
can. I haven't really tried. I'm mostly a fiction writer. But yeah, no, those are some really good submissions.
Falsify the murder sequence.
perpetrating imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Anyone was me just running it, not a poem. Like the Vice when I was helping to make people think one thing go in a different direction. No, yeah, that was really good. Might have to go back and listen to them. Because I was kind of focusing on something else while I was listening in, but from what I heard, it was really good. It sounded nice. I think that's what mattered to me the most.
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Oh, I hate you, Nagito. Oh, I hate you, Nagito.
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
Keep him from talking. Just stop.
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Thank you. Now he can talk now. He's right. Yeah, he's right. No, he's right. He's right. Well, not faked it. I'm not saying that.
But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slipper.
We talked about that.
So if she faked her death.
Did we? Yeah, we did.
The music venue tampering with the crime scene.
Yeah. Have you played these games, Totem?
Left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death.
Nope.
There's no way
They're good.
Ibuki committed
They're
suicide.
wacky, but they're good.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh. Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Not for everyone, but no, they're interesting stories
Kidding me?
with interesting characters.
How useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. We get blood on her feet. There'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around. Yeah, I had that thought as well. I guess I just never really focused on it.
That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
Doctor Strange. And the Multiverse of Madness. It was him. Doctor Strange did it. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Is there? Just like I said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Yes. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints on the stepladder? Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself,
There's only blood on the handrail. Because the murderer actually faked to death, and then Ibuki was actually dead.
Footprints or bloodstains at all.
You notice such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You are obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Thank you, Kameda. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate. He's just a weirdo.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki?
We didn't see her face. There's a hemp bag over her head.
I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some.
It wasn't really a trick. I should have made it more obvious that it wasn't Ibuki.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one.
I kind of figured out pretty early that it wasn't Ibuki that did that.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Well, thank you, everyone.
I'll definitely try.
There's some clue in the video I should have seen. Yeah. Oh, that's the hemp bag. What, you're talking about this spot? There's blood on the stepladder, but there's no blood there.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange.
But the hemp bag was also pretty weird. Why'd they put on a hemp bag? Why?
Can you explain it to us?
What's What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
From what I've heard, from what a friend told me, Hiyoko actually wasn't supposed to be the one that dies. It was meant to be Fuyuhiko, but they didn't want to, they thought it was a bit too early after the last thing that happened. And they didn't want Pekko's death to be meaningless.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance.
Gave you a follow, by the way, Totem. I completely forgot I never followed you. I don't know why I haven't.
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two step ladders?
No.
But where would you find another step ladder? There was only one step ladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
All of that gaming makes you the ultimate detective. You watch Danganronpa? That show's trash. That's a lie. You're getting my stream set up again with everything. I think I'm going to. Let me just. I'm going to do some streams of editing Ness's video. Maybe taking ideas from people for future videos. So silly. Yeah, I need to get back into editing. I want to make some like highlight videos and stuff like that. I kind of miss it. Even if editing software is kind of a bitch to work with, because they never work well. Whether it's Premiere or Vegas or whatever, editing software never works the way you want it to. Anyway, what is this? What's the question? Difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene. Are we just gonna... Not G. Is it F? Okay. No! Damn it! Hey! Filmed separately? Film. I don't get the G. Sorry, I'll read your thing in a moment. I gotta pay attention. Put this on easy and everything. Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh! Ha! He! Ha! Oh! Ha! Oh! Filg? No. That doesn't make any sense. No! I am! Ah! Oh! It's all being ruined! Film. Come on, give me that M, baby! Give me the M! Give me the M! Give me the M, please! There it is. Shh. Go! There we go. Filmed in front of a live studio audience. Filming. No! No, the L's are too fast! The L's are coming too fast! Oh no, I can't. Oh shit. Damn it! G, get that G in there! Oh. 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 Filming. L? Filming. This is a weird... Yeah, this is the new and improved Hangman's Gambit, which means it's not even new, it's not even improved, but it is new. Filming location? Is that what we're doing? Filming location... Filming... No... Oh... No... Where's the A? Give me the A! Give me the A! No! Ha! Location. 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 N! Give me the N! Come on, people, give me the N! Come on! Where's that N? Oh, oh, oh! Ha, ha, ho, he, ho! Ha, ha, ha. You want to move it before they collide? Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. It's the only thing I use and have used. It's pretty good. I actually got the pro version. My dad went half with me. I don't like subscribing to things that, like, when I can just get, like, Vegas. I know Vegas isn't exactly as intuitive as Premiere, but Vegas is still pretty good. Yeah, this is Hangman's Gambit. I have to use a letter. I have to make sure the right letters combine so that they go into the thing, and then make the words I'm looking for. Yes, to say, I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else. Interesting. But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage better than me. There's only one person who would know how to do that.
There's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance.
Okay, is that suspicion? Yeah, okay, got it. Oh, what are you using? DaVinci Resolve. Sorry, I didn't read that one. DaVinci Resolve. I'll look at that one. What's it gonna do to the surveillance camera unit? Oh, we're doing logic dive? Okay. Here we go, baby! We're moving, baby! DaVinci Resolve is free. You can get the pro version if you want. I'll have to look into that. That might be useful. Pretty intuitive, would you say? Pretty useful? How much is the pro? Because, yeah, I have Vegas. I've been using Vegas. And I used a, version of Premiere Pro at one point. Which part of the surveillance camera did the killer tamper with? Both. I'm just gonna say both. Oh, no! The camera. I mean, you go eat, man. Go get your food. We'll solve this murder. Oh no! Damn it! Jesus Christ. Question 2. The killer tampered with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? I'm gonna say the music venue. Nailed it, baby! Because I'm just so good at what I do. Thick! I took it with them. Wait, what does the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance camera unit? They increased the signal? Oh no! I failed! I saw it too when he entered into the ship game. Yeah. They took it. Okay, so they took the camera with them. DaVinci's Resolve. $295? Jeez.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, I'll try out the free version of that. But yeah, I have Vegas. I have a paid version of Vegas.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
I'm sorry, Akane.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Yeah, that's good. You should... I don't like the subscription model that Adobe has. I don't even like Adobe. The remaining monitor was... Destroyed it? Yeah, they destroyed it. It's on the floor. It was on the floor.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
Yes.
As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
So they get a second monitor?
To connect between the hospital and the music thing, he was amazing enough.
Even if was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The movie theater! The only possibility is that place inside that building. Movie theater! The hell? Wait, what? Okay. Oh. Oh. No. Nope. Oh. Nope. Ain't about the Adobe Suite. It's just so expensive. Thankfully, there's some alternatives to this program. Yeah. For when I draw, I need to get back in drawing, but when I draw, I use Krita, which is pretty good. And then, you know, there's Clip Studio, which I've heard is amazing. Conference. It was in the hospital. The conference room in the hospital. Get the R, get the R. Oh, baby, it's the conference room. Get that N. Give me an N. Conference. Oh, get that out of the way. Conference. Conference. Ooh, 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 ooh. 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 So that means it was someone who was at the hospital. Akane? There's no way it's Akane. There's no way it's Akane. Mikan?
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
Because one day I've heard many good things about it. Yeah.
The killer did something to make those two.
What do you use currently, North?
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
No. Okay, don't do that. I'm an idiot.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place was it? Did the conference room look like the... Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Damn it. I just gotta listen to the whole thing. I'm being an idiot.
There's no way and the music venue.
I'm being impatient.
Did the conference room look like... Or did the music venue...
Or did they make some kind?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
That's it? Oh, what did the killer do?
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other?
Let's read because account again. Pain to a side. I don't think many people know about it, but oh, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Apparently, Hiko and Mikon were only separated for a short time.
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Thanks, Akane. Alright, so it's gotta have something to do with the curtain, right?
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That one.
That must be it. What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monica.
Let me just read that transcript again. Didn't fully process.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid!
That
Thanks,
curtain
Monomi.
was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor
So is the game supposed to be
is
the last standing wins?
the same
No.
color as the music.
It's just a murder game. Like in the first game, it's like either live here, or if one of you murders the other and gets away with it, you can leave this place and everyone else dies. Everyone else that didn't solve the murder. So it's basically, if you murder someone and you win and you don't get caught, you can leave. It has something to do with like I guess that kind of is last standing, but not exactly.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
And how does it make the venue look like a conference room? It's gotta be that. Oh shit. Do you get to murder people if you wanted to? Well, you can murder people. Do I? No, no, you don't get to murder people. No, this is a straight up visual novel with a story that has a beginning and an end. You don't get to murder anyone. How'd they make it look like this one? Damn it! You have to make the venue look like a conference room. It's to make the music venue look like the conference room. Step ladder? No. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Not the rope. We already did the curtain. Not the candle. I don't... Okay, what else did they do? No, it has nothing to do with the rope. Let's look here. Am I just missing something? I guess the candle?
I can prove it
Okay.
with this. You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
Okay.
The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
The Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
The video was filmed in the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there's a fake somewhere. That fake hat must have been the Ibuki in the conference room. Yeah, it's obvious. Didn't see the hair.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was.
They said there was 2 hemp
pretending
bags.
to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hemp bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. That moment, I was already in the killer's trap.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You feed! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Already known who the killer is. Now. Alright, so I need a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of, and if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself. I don't actually know. This one actually got me. So what's be Mikon?
You're the only one! Mikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me
Mhm.
killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
You need to get some rest. Why you're exhausted from nursing and I need sleep, right?
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you
Then give us a defense.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you?
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you?
Hey, Hajime!
One's ganging up on me. Aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. But I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Oh no.
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying?
Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Hmm.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive...
Oh my god, Nagito.
to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from.
Yeah?
This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Right?
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope, and keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck. Pulled both
Oh yeah, that one. That's the one that kind of makes sense. I don't think. I mean, she was in a kind of
the center of the rope is
pliable mood where she could do anything you tell her to.
Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Sure won't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
I hate you, Nagito!
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Huh?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Is that really true? Okay, what are we doing?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
No.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
That's true.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki's true cause of strangulation. The fact is the precise proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes.
That must be it.
Because I saw someone try to hang themselves.
That's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's caused death of being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. See, so Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling.
Yep.
Just by looking.
But why?
You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
I was hoping we get to keep the coroner.
Why, it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a
She's
mistake.
she's not unskilled.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
We have to.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
Beat you up?
I'm really not the killer. There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
really true.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
We have to.
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you
There
can
we
say?
go.
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is
So I'm not
annoying.
gonna...
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
Thanks, Miyuka.
I'm not the killer! The video... I never filmed that video!
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
It's always gotta be me. It's always me.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Does Jackie go all along? I think everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
You get to decide I'm the killer. Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
Need to make up my mind. I'm the only one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Alright. What do we got?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Is this one? No. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna enter berserk mode.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the...
Mikon's account. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized we get disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Furihiko. But I guess that's proof on how she did that video. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hello, my name is Cecily Lindenberg. How you doing? Yeah, I actually like Mikon's. This one's kind of sucks.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Oh!
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different...
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please for Hajime. Hey, you're the only one.
There it is. The blood on the soles and the slippers.
I'm not the killer.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on her head? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Damn it! This is a tough one. Hold on, just gonna have to skip through all this because it gives me a second chance. Retry.
We will never give up.
All right. Okay, we gotta think. We gotta think hard, people.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Damn it! Ah, that's on the top one.
Damn it!
Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's super obvious. I'm just being stupid.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof?
I'm willing to take hints now.
Have the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
Listen.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Just gonna...
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Hemp bag.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
I'm kind of stuck here.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be so please for Hajime, hey, you're the only one.
I think it has something to do with actually grab. Ah, what? Let me grab it. Why didn't it let me grab it?
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is
I had to
that
grab
real?
it.
You could tell her body just from that. There's no way you'd be able. So please forgive me already.
Hajime,
Okay,
pay
we
close
got it.
attention and listen well. You're the only one who can
Grab
point
it.
out the killer's mistake.
Okay, you fucking game.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is that really? You could tell her body just.
I got this. Just give me a moment.
There's no way you'd be so please for.
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
There.
I'm not the killer.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers is she?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that camera angle.
There.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that.
How would she know the camera angle?
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
It's kind of slippery.
How can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh? I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible. You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag.
This is quite a messy case, man.
Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote
But you
bag
get
is a
two when you buy it.
item. So don't you think it's impossible?
Mm-mm.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
You get a second one.
It's
Free!
obvious that that's impossible, don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Let's see. Well, not. Oh, is it something new? The reloaded animation features to be added. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. She's snapped. She's completely cracked. All right. It's gonna time me out the bullets. I like Mikan, but yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. I guess that's kind of the point of the game.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right?
Yeah, we gotta end this.
You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for!
I turned action difficulty to gentle because I was getting tired of the white white noise.
Can you forgive me already? You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me!
I'll read that in a moment. Sorry. Gotta focus on this.
Please, forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Shall I let you punch me? Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for! There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same
Bonus
time.
theater prize. Oh, come on. That works either way. Theater bonus prize? Okay. I think that should work. Okay. Theater bonus prize.
This is the end.
You know who hurt the kids in the first game? Oh, Mondo?
This early.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, but, you know, Mondo accepted it, which kind of made it much more sad.
Whoever bought that
I guess I didn't feel bad about accusing that many people in the first game, but in this one, I kind of feel bad for
It's not impossible.
Mikon, but she did murder people, so we can't forgive that. Hi, Specs, welcome back. You still streaming, or is that it? Nah, he's still streaming. Yeah, once this is over, I'll be sending you guys over to my bud Specs. He'll be streaming Final Fantasy 14, and I might join him.
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left. Please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
This is a messy case, though. I am, not really a huge fan of it. Peko hurt. Peko! Once you started hearing, like, her crying for Fuyuhiko, yeah, I felt bad for Peko. That's what I feel bad for. Let's see. That was left behind. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Break it? No. Well, I mean, yeah, but... Okay. Got something else around here? Yeah, locked room. Put it back to normal after destroying it. Damn it. Yeah, okay, so Hyoko's still already there. There we go. So let's had a more clever double murder than this. I wouldn't say it was that clever. It had its issues as well. But yeah, they just need... I don't think there's been a double murder. Like, I would say it might be more clever, but still. This one's just a mess, man. What did the killer do after the broadcast? This? Saw on the monitor, saw this. That's it.
Here's everything that
Done.
happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knot.
They're pretty short comic to put together.
When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed
His head coming out of his smaller head. That just looks stupid.
That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there.
Best murder plan was Junko and Oshima? Oh yeah. She got a bunch of people to kill each other.
In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before.
It worked until she was smushed into bits.
And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head.
Once we get into the next chapter, we'll be ending the stream. And I'll be sending you guys over to my boy Specs.
But that was also part of
You're planning to kill Mukuro and frame Kyoko?
After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching.
It only really worked because they had everything in their favor, but you could already kind of tell midway through, like, no one killed her. No one killed this person.
They went inside the music venue
This person was already dead by then.
and began.
It was nice figuring that out and how much they used, like, the body of Mukuro. But yeah.
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars.
They can't have any of these murders be super clever, or else it'll be kind of hard to for some people to
First arrived and saw the hanged body.
figure out, I think.
Something strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera.
You know, as much as I didn't like Hyoko, I'm still kind of sad that she's dead. She doesn't deserve that. And Ibuki doesn't deserve to die.
They mixed
She was
what
cool.
was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime
Makes me sad.
The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room.
It was interesting how Junko's original plan was to kill us and blame Kyoko for that. Yeah.
Storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing.
But then
that
Kyoko
the
came in
was
and saved
from the
us.
inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue.
The glue.
The
I've
killer
never seen green glue.
intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
And that girl cracked. Kyoko took Monokuma's special key. How did Junko even get into our room? Probably had a spare.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
Laughing?
Such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of of your time.
What is it, Monokuma? I did horribly. Yeah. Man, that was horrible. I did horrible.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion. So let's proceed to our regular
Gorgo had the hospital
Now then,
yeah,
please pull
the
lever
EKG,
in front of you and cast
I believe.
your vote. Who will be
Echocardiogram.
chosen second? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go.
You were actually useful, Mikon. And now... you are the murderer.
Well now,
That may be obvious at this point.
correct.
You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying black king who killed 2 girls was Mikon Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed Respect to Health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't you ground me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental. There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. Ah! You know what? That makes a whole lot of sense.
What?
Because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. She did act a bit suspicious before the murder. That means she was...
What?
Something crossed your mind? Really hot. Yeah, time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki Nakane had.
It cannot be.
As a disease, Mikon was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name. Despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she could still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
He's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Is why I cannot forgive this. Being killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope. There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh,
For the sake of despair? Ah, that's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
what I
What I...
was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh?
Huh?
What are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
Love.
what love is all about.
Hey.
I understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. Ah, this feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's not like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love. No, I guess so. Is this the despair disease you were talking about?
This is.
Yet this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently, that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. She had the remembering disease. And she remembered something ended up like this. You're saying you were like this from the start? You like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Oh, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. It's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. It's everyone's fault that I turned out like this, you see. Even so, the Kurumi was mostly strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. My beloved still forgives me and it still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved. Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You know, like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. You still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you are all worrying about. So remember, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as the World Ender is also an organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? That's right, that symbol of the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. So what is this, the Future Nation? What were they planning? As they suggest, the organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. But simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves. The heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, mon ami? They're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members. I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own. Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us? Ha! Of course I know that. Let's see, the future is lacking to find all you is. Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Oh, no! You'll find eventually. You still need to be so impatient. Come on, that's stupid. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm driving so much love in the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything. And is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. The past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend? It doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past, but not my present self. But that's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are. Like losing your personal identity. Sorry. Thing is, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey! Damn it!
Why don't you take your sweet time, remember at your own pace. Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now? Punishment time? Damn it, why? Now, why does that have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
So it's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Alright. Bye-bye, ouchies. That was really stupid. That was a stupid death. That was really just nothing.
Let me ask.
What was that symptom itself? A symptom of the despair disease.
Damn it.
Doesn't matter either way. She ended up like that just from remembering. And all along, Mikan was ever worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, the disease turned her into that. If she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
Come on, let's take all this despair and change it. It's possible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so.
Damn it.
Wrong. Come on.
You're alive, that's proof. See how fine Monami looks right now? I'm not fine at all! But if she had died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the future foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
Sorry. Who cares about who I am? More importantly, I'm tired. John just kept going and going, even had time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye's made out of black beans? Wait, now's the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because the downs comes after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. If I show you some... I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaro would come back to us in one piece. Awesome, we're starting to see the light of hope.
So just as I thought.
Hmm.
However,
Fine.
That was the dumbest execution I've ever seen. Hey, however, please forgive me for right now. We'll warn the Nekomaro when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
right?
All right.
All of those, like, oh God, like, some of those were actually elaborate, but that was, like, the least elaborate, execution. It's thought to be something interesting.
Unbelievable.
Hey!
No way!
And filled with, like, sexual innuendos, too. It was kind of just weird. I bear no responsibility.
What's this?
Anyway, we started running. Hurry, to the beach on the first island! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strange enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept running toward the beach on the first island.
Hey,
Listen,
And there again. It's not so they kept looking for him, but
Hey,
he's nowhere to be found. Could it be? Did we get a false info from Monokuma again? That's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
As ours, we turned towards the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Just a robot now? Nine days left. Yeah, Celeste's trial in the first game was definitely better than this one. I gotta say, I was really disappointed. Alright, well, that should be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Unless we... No, wait, we got the save. We got the save. We're good. Alright. Let's check on the pet. Has it been shitting? No. Alright then. Well, that'll be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Next time I stream, which will be Tuesday, that is when 6.15 for Final Fantasy XIV comes out, so I'll be streaming that, which is, I'll probably just mostly be doing the Hildebrand questline, and I think there's some other side quests they have involved that I'll be a part of. Maybe I'll try out the Beast Tribe quest, maybe I'll try out the custom deliveries. I haven't ever done those, but whatever. And then on Thursday, I'll be coming right back to this, and hopefully finishing up on Sunday with that next trial. So far, the game's still going well. Also, stick around. I'm going to be doing a raid, but it's still good. I just think that last case was kind of a drag, and that execution was really disappointing. And kind of weird, and a little bit too gross in some ways. But anyway, we'll be ending it here. Let's see. I said I'd be rating my friend Spexifier, which is what we'll be doing, if you guys don't mind. He's playing Final Fantasy XIV right now. He's leveling his bard to level 60. So there might be some spoilers, but I don't think there will be. But just in case, you know, be careful. Raid. Alright. Once again, while we start this, thank you guys for watching. Remember to follow if you want to know whenever I'm streaming. And subscribe to support me. I actually really appreciate those. So, but until then, without further ado, I'll see you guys later.